Imagine living in a town where the ground could open up beneath your feet at any moment, a place where the earth itself is unstable, and the air you breathe could be dangerous. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, but for the people of Centralia, Pennsylvania, this was, and still is, reality. At first glance, Centralia looks like any other small, quiet American town nestled in the hills of Pennsylvania. Rows of houses, tree-lined streets, and a sense of peace that once made it a close-knit community. But beneath the surface, quite literally, something extraordinary and terrifying has been happening for over half a century. As you walk through Centralia today, the signs of disaster are everywhere. Streets are split and buckled, empty homes stand boarded up, and wisps of smoke and steam rise eerily from cracks in the ground. The silence is haunting, broken only by the occasional hiss of escaping gas. The story of Centralia's downfall began in 1962, when a seemingly routine effort to clean up the town dump went horribly wrong. Workers set a fire to burn off trash, not realizing that just below the surface, a vast coal seam ran directly beneath the landfill. The flames found their way into the coal, and a slow-burning disaster was set in motion. At first, no one thought much of it. Underground coal fires were not unheard of in mining towns, and most assumed it would burn itself out in a matter of days or weeks. But this fire was different. It found a nearly endless supply of fuel in the rich coal deposits beneath Centralia, and it kept spreading, year after year. As the fire crept beneath the town, the ground above began to change. Sidewalks became hot to the touch, sometimes even too hot to walk on. The air filled with the smell of burning coal and toxic gases, making it dangerous to breathe. Residents started to notice headaches, dizziness, and other symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. Then came the sinkholes, sudden gaping holes that could open up without warning, swallowing trees, cars, and even threatening the lives of residents. In 1981, a 12-year-old boy named Todd Domboski fell into a steaming sinkhole that suddenly opened in his backyard. He was rescued just in time, but the incident shocked the nation and made it clear that Centralia was no longer safe. Toxic gases like carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide seeped into basements and drifted through the streets, making it impossible for families to stay. Warning signs popped up everywhere, urging people to keep out and avoid the invisible dangers lurking in the air. By the 1980s, the government stepped in. Nearly every resident was evacuated, their homes bought out and demolished. Families who had lived in Centralia for generations packed up their lives and left, leaving behind memories and a town that would never be the same. Bulldozers moved in, knocking down house after house. Streets that once echoed with laughter and conversation became empty, overgrown, and silent. Centralia was transformed into a ghost town, its fate sealed by the relentless fire below. Yet, a handful of residents refused to leave. For them, Centralia was more than just a place, it was home. They stayed, living among the ruins, determined to hold on to their memories and the land they loved, even as the world around them crumbled. Today the fire still burns, deep underground with no end in sight. Experts estimate it could continue for another 250 years, slowly consuming the coal beneath what's left of the town. The ground remains unstable, the air still dangerous, and the story of Centralia continues to unfold. Centralia's haunting landscape, its foggy, deserted roads and ever-present smoke, has inspired artists, filmmakers, and even the creators of the Silent Hill video games and movies. The town's eerie atmosphere and tragic history have become the stuff of legend. So next time you hear about a ghost town, remember Centralia, a place where the past is still burning, and some legends are very much alive, smoldering just beneath the surface.